I'm back with another tutorial, guys, and this time it's an eyeshadow tutorial. So if you want to watch how I achieve this gorgeous eyeshadow look, do watch till the end. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and leave lots of comments. Thank you. So the first thing I'm going to do is to apply my eyeshadow base. Before I do any eyeshadow look, I always go in with my eyeshadow base. And for this particular look, I'm using my Ageless Cosmetics eyeshadow base. Yes, so this is what I always use. I've been using this particular base for years now, and it works well for me. So just ensure that you blend your eyeshadow base and there's no form of creasing at all before you go on with your eyeshadow. Then I went in with my first transition color, a brown shade from the Yglam Cosmetics bronzy palette. Yes, it's a bronzer actually, but I just used it as my first transition shade. I proceeded to use my Hager & Esther gel in ebony. I actually was supposed to just use this direct as my eyeshadow base, but I was already used to the technique of having to use my white base first. So yeah, that's why you can see me doing this again. So yeah, I use this as my base for my eyeshadow before going on with my Annie's Beauty Cosmetics palette. I use that brown shade to just make my base matte, basically, because you don't want to apply your shimmery eyeshadow on a wet base. Then I proceeded to just blend around it. I used another dark brown shade from the Annie's Beauty just to blend everything together before I proceeded to apply my shimmery eyeshadow. A tip. If you want your shimmery eyeshadow to pop, just take a wet wipes and your flat brush. Ensure that you really dampen your brush. You don't even need to use a setting spray. Just use your your wipes for this. Then you take your eyeshadow. When you use a wet brush to take your eyeshadow, it's going to take more products. I don't know, it just works for me. You will see me doing it now and you see how the eyeshadow will pop. So this is one technique that I've been doing and it works for me. So please try it and let me know. I'm using the green shade from the eyeshadow palette. You can see that immediately I applied it. Can you see how it's applying like a pigment on our eyes? One thing I'll say is that invest in your eyeshadow. Any Annie's Beauty eyeshadow that is on earth, please buy it. Buy everything if you can, because their eyeshadows are really, really, really pigmented. Like, this is just an eyeshadow and it looks like a pigment. So the tip I gave earlier, just try it and tell me if it works for you, because you can see that even at intervals, I still go back to just dampen my brush before I apply, to just apply enough for the eyes to pop. I also proceeded to add little pigments on the eyes. I used these two pigments. Every product I used will be in the description box. I use a pigment and a glitter actually, yes. So, to apply, I used my Cindy's Beauty Line pigment glue. That is what it looks like. And I'm just going to be applying this on the middle of her eyes, just on the middle of the eyes. I'm not going to be applying it everywhere. I just wanted to give it like this halo effect and to also make the eyeshadow pop even more. After applying the pigment in the middle, I went on to use my finger to just press it so that it stays put on the eyes and it doesn't transfer. So that is another tip. If you want your pigment not to transfer, after using a brush, just use your finger to press it onto the eyes. So I went on to line her waterline. I don't know if I'm the only one that like using Q-tip to pull down when I want to line, as opposed to using my fingers. I don't know. I just feel like it's safer when I do that. Then I proceeded to just make a lift, basically. Why did I just say an lift? Okay, so I just proceeded to make a lift at the outer part of her eyes because I wanted her to really have this lifted eyeshadow effect, if you get what I mean. I just want to use this opportunity to thank everyone who has been following my journey over the years, who has been supporting my crafts, paying for my classes, posting my videos, just supporting me. I just want to really say thank you. And also to makeup artists out there who are still struggling to get visibility, clients, and yeah, I'll just say keep doing the work, keep showing up, keep posting, don't give up. I know it's not easy, like having to buy products, clients are not coming in, and still having to post with the algorithm these days. And yeah, it can be overwhelming, trust me. But one thing I'll say is just keep doing the work. Everyone that you see that attain a particular amount of success right now, they all started from somewhere. We all have to build ourselves. So always just try, improve your craft, pray to God. And yeah, as a business owner, always make your prayer time. Try as much as possible to pray because trust me, prayer works. Serving God, it works. Just take your time. Yeah, I know I'm going out of the whole tutorial thing, but I just had a feeling to just say this. So if you're out there and you're still struggling, trust me, just keep on putting in the work and showing up. God will always show up for you. And when God's time comes, trust me, you'll never be prepared for it. So yeah, that is what I have to say. So now let's go back to this tutorial. So I blended out the lifts I did just to blend it to the eyeshadow. You can see her eyes already looking like snatched, if you get what I mean. So yeah, this technique always takes my eyeshadow from 10 to 100 or from 100 to 1 million. You get what I mean? So yeah, so I'll do the exact same thing on the other side of her eyes. Then proceeded to add little pigment underneath her waterline, and I went in with my pigment glue again before going in with the pigment. I like doing this most especially for my traditional bridals. You know, we always have to work with a lot of pigments, especially for this Yoruba traditional looks. So yeah, this just gives the eyes more, shine. And even when you're doing a matte eyeshadow, you can always still do this technique just to give your eyes a little bit of spice, if you get what I mean. So that is how I achieved this gorgeous eyeshadow look that you can see over here. So don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.